You think you're undisciplined. You think there's something fundamentally wrong with you because you can't seem to stick to your goals. You watch others who wake up early, hit the gym consistently, and crush their objectives, and you wonder what secret ingredient they possess that you're missing. Let me tell you something that will change everything. You're not broken. You're just fighting a battle you were never meant to win. Here's what nobody tells you. Your brain wasn't designed for the modern world. For hundreds of thousands of years, our ancestors survived by conserving every ounce of energy they had. The ones who rested when they could, who took the easy path, who grabbed the immediate reward instead of waiting for something uncertain in the future, those were the ones who lived long enough to pass on their genes. And guess what? You inherited that same operating system. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. When you hit snooze instead of going for that morning run, that's not weakness. That's your brain protecting you from what it perceives as unnecessary energy expenditure. When you scroll through social media instead of working on that project, your brain isn't sabotaging you, it's choosing the guaranteed hit of stimulation over the uncertain payoff of delayed gratification. The real issue isn't that you lack willpower. The real issue is that you're trying to use a Stone Age brain in a Space Age world, and you're blaming yourself when that doesn't work. You're trying to muscle your way through with sheer determination, and you're exhausted because you're fighting against millions of years of evolutionary programming. But here's where it gets interesting. The people you admire, the ones who seem to have endless discipline, they're not built differently than you. They haven't unlocked some supernatural level of self-control. What they've actually done is something far more clever. They've stopped trying to win through force and started winning through design. Think about it this way. If you have to rely on motivation to take action, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Motivation is like the weather. It changes constantly, unpredictably, and you have no control over it. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. And if your entire system depends on having a good weather day, you're going to fail most of the time. So what's the alternative? You build a system where the right action becomes the easiest action. You engineer your surroundings so that doing the thing you want to do requires less effort than not doing it. Let's get practical. Say you want to start working out in the morning. Right now, here's what your morning looks like. Your alarm goes off, your warm bed is calling you, your workout clothes are somewhere in the closet, your shoes are in another room, and Netflix is just one click away. You're asking your sleepy brain to make the hard choice when every single environmental cue is pushing you towards staying in bed. That's not a fair fight. Now imagine this instead. Before you sleep, your workout clothes are laid out right next to your bed. Your shoes are waiting by the door. Your gym bag is packed. Your alarm is placed across the room, so you have to get up to turn it off. You've scheduled to meet a friend at the gym, so backing out means letting someone down. Notice what changed. Your motivation didn't change. You didn't suddenly become a different person, but the friction between you and the action you want to take has been reduced to almost nothing, while the friction for staying in bed has increased. You've tilted the playing field in your favor. This is what behavior design is all about. You're not trying to become superhuman. You're making the right behavior so simple, so obvious, so accessible that your brain doesn't even put up a fight. And here's another powerful strategy. Your brain already runs dozens of automatic routines every single day. You brush your teeth without thinking about it. You make your coffee the same way each morning. You check your phone when you sit down. These actions are so deeply wired into your neural pathways that they happen on autopilot. So instead of trying to build a new habit from scratch, which takes enormous mental energy, you attach the new behavior to something you already do automatically. After you pour your morning coffee, you immediately write down 3 goals for the day. After you brush your teeth at night, you read 1 page of a book. After you park your car when you get home, you change into workout clothes. You're basically hijacking your existing autopilot routes and adding one more stop along the way. And because the new action is piggybacking on something that already requires zero willpower, it slides into your life with minimal resistance. Now, let me address something you're probably thinking. But I don't like doing these things. I hate waking up early. I hate working out. I hate studying. And you know what? That's completely fine. You don't need to love it. The biggest lie we've been sold is that you need to be passionate about discipline, that you need to fall in love with the grind. That's nonsense. Highly successful people don't wake up every day excited to do hard things. They do them anyway because they've made doing them the default option. If what you're hearing right now is hitting different, if something inside you is finally clicking, hit that subscribe button, because this channel is built for people ready to break free from their own limitations. Your goal isn't to enjoy every moment of the process. Your goal is to make the process so embedded in your daily routine that it happens whether you feel like it or not. Rain or shine, motivated or unmotivated, the system runs. And here's what's crucial to understand. Every time you procrastinate, it's not because you're lazy. It's because the task you're avoiding has too much friction. It's either not clear enough, not attractive enough, not simple enough, or not immediately rewarding enough. Want to stop procrastinating? Make your tasks impossible to ignore. Put them right in your face. Make them appealing by pairing them with something you enjoy. Break them down into steps so small that they feel effortless, and create some form of immediate satisfaction when you complete them, even if it's just checking a box. When you start thinking this way, procrastination becomes less of a character flaw and more of a design problem, and design problems can be solved. But there's one more layer that makes all of this truly powerful. Everything we've talked about, the environment design, the habit stacking, the friction reduction, all of that works at the surface level. But lasting change happens deeper. It happens when you stop trying to act like a disciplined person and start seeing yourself as a disciplined person. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you believe you are. When you go to the gym, even though you don't feel like it, you're casting a vote for, I am someone who follows through. When you choose to read instead of scrolling, you're voting for, I am someone who values growth. When you do that small task you've been avoiding, you're voting for, I am someone who takes action. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to win every vote. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to win more votes than you lose. Because over time, these votes accumulate and they form your identity. And when your identity shifts, your behavior follows effortlessly. Think about someone who identifies as a healthy person. They don't have to force themselves to eat well. It's just what they do because it's who they are. Someone who sees themselves as a reader doesn't need motivation to pick up a book. It's simply part of their identity. This is the final piece. You're not just changing what you do, you're changing who you are. And that shift, that fundamental reorganization of your self-concept, is what makes discipline stop feeling like a battle and start feeling like breathing. So here's what I want you to understand. You haven't failed because you're weak. You've failed because you've been playing the wrong game. You've been trying to win through willpower when you should have been winning through architecture. You've been fighting your brain when you should have been working with it. Starting today, you have a choice. You can keep beating yourself up for not being strong enough, or you can start building the systems, the environment, and the identity that make success inevitable. Stop waiting for the perfect moment of motivation. Stop punishing yourself for being human. You don't need to be extraordinary. You just need to be consistent enough to let the system carry you. Design your space, stack your habits, reduce the friction, Make the right choice, the easy choice, and with every small action, cast another vote for the person you're becoming. The version of you that you're chasing isn't found through force, it's built through intelligent design, one small decision at a time. And if you commit to this approach, 6 months from now, you'll look back and barely recognize the person you were. If this message feels like something others need to hear, smash that like button and drop a comment. That's how YouTube knows to push this to someone else who's struggling right now, someone who needs this exact wake-up call today. Now stop watching, stop consuming. Go create one tiny change in your environment right now that makes the right behavior easier tomorrow. That's where transformation begins, not in inspiration, but in action, not in motivation, but in system design. Your move.